The national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, on Monday declared that he had informed President Muhammadu Buhari of his presidential ambition. Asiwaju Tinubu disclosed this while addressing State House correspondents after a closed-door meeting with Buhari in his office at the presidential villa in Abuja. The APC stalwart, however, said he was yet to publicly disclose his ambition as he was still in consultations with various interests across the country. But finally, we have seen him actually declare his presidential bid. Now, we have Daily Trust political editor Mudashir here in the studio to give us perspectives on this new pronouncement. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
All right. Okay, so we have a clip from that declaration. We'll take a look at that before we begin the discussion proper. Take a look.
The president of my intention, but I've not informed the Nigerians yet. I'm still consulting, and I have no problem consulting, and I've not set a parameter of limitation to the extent of how many people will I consult. You will soon hear. All you want to hear is a categorical declaration. You've gotten that truth from me that I've informed Mr. President of my ambition. He's a Democrat. He didn't ask me to stop. He didn't ask me not to attempt and pursue my ambition. It's a lifelong ambition.
Well, there you have it. The kingmaker who wants to be king. And now we have the political editor in the studio to talk to us about this kingmaker. Who exactly are we talking about? Who is Tinubu?
Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is 69. He was governor of Lagos State between 1999 and 2007. Before then, he was elected to represent Lagos East or West in 92. He has been in politics in the last 30 years, and he has been controlling the political machinery of Lagos State since 1999. He played key role in the emergence of his successors, one Raji Fashola, Ambode, Ankumi Ambode, and now the present governor, Sanwo-Olu. And if you recall, in 2013, 2014, he played critical role in the emergence of this administration. You know, the president tried thrice, President Muhammadu Buhari, until when they came together and formed alliance with the ACN before he got it in 2015.
So why the kingmaker wanting to become king suddenly?
While responding to questions from State House reporters yesterday, he said that it has been his lifelong ambition to become the president of the country. And you see that that's his own right. He has the right to contest and to aspire for the presidency as a Nigerian.
Okay.
All right. Now, why is it so important to visit the president? You know, I mean, yes, you said he played critical role in the emergence of the president, you know, becoming, you know, the president of Nigeria today. But again, this is a president who said, well, he actually doesn't care who succeeds him, you know, in 2023. So why are you even, you know, going to meet him and all of that?
You know, his visit came days after the president, in an interview with TrustTV, that he doesn't care who succeeds him. And there have been reports that some chieftains of PDP, including a section of the president, are weighing the former president, the person of Goodluck Jonathan, to contest for the presidency. I think Asiwaju Tinubu went to the villa just to remind the president that, come, I played key role in the emergence in 2014, 2015. Now it's the payback time.
It's payback time, isn't it?
Oh.
It's time to reward me back. You know, this has been my ambition to become the president, to come and support me. It's just to get the president to key into his presidential
And this is also
ambition.
coming almost, like, one may say, at the eve of the proposed APC convention, which still remains, you know, a controversy and all of that. But again, look at the timing. Is this going to have any implication, you know, on the planning for the convention of the APC?
Yes, it will. You know, the delay in the conduct of the convention, some will tell you is because of this politicking on who fly the party's tickets. Because, you know, whoever emerges as the national chairman will determine where the presidential ticket goes to. And the key issue in the party as it is now is zoning. The convention is being delayed because of zoning. People are afraid that as soon as the national chairmanship position is zoned to a section of the country, definitely others will say, okay, this position is going to the south, definitely this one should go to the north. Or this position is going to the north, definitely the other position should go to the south.
Okay. Now, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu made a statement saying President Buhari had already known his ambition to become, you know, to become president, to contest, you know, for the presidency. But President Buhari said he actually doesn't care about who becomes the president. Do you think President Buhari had already known prior to this pronouncement of being, you know, contesting for the presidential seat?
If you recall, in 2014, shortly before the 2015 general election, the Tinubu was in the race he wanted to become the running mate to the president. So President Buhari, I think President Buhari is fully aware of the ambition of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay, all right. Well, now let's talk about the, you know, the fractions, or I would say the groupings in the APC ahead of this 2023 presidential election. Quite a number of people are, at least even if they have not formally indicated interest, we've heard speculation, you know, about quite a number of them. We've seen that the vice president himself has a group, a campaign group, even though groups, as a matter of fact, even though they will all say that, well, the vice president is not aware of what they are doing, you know, but we know that that's all politics. You have also other groups, you know, coming out. And then if you look at also the other party, the PDP, you know, the caliber of people that, you know, they are all churning out. Do you think that at the end of the day, these parties will be able to reach a kind of a consensus without really breaking their backs, in the sense of seeing some kind of disintegration, defection, you know, of members?
You know, already a lot of people are expressing fear that the party may explode at the end of the day, because the tendencies, the groups that came together to form the party are all out to grab the structure ahead of 2023 politicking. You know, the president is from the CPC camp, and the 4 other camps are all out and saying that this is our own time to get it. So there is possibility, if they are unable to manage the tendencies in the party very well, the party may go and explode, because everybody is out just to grab the soul of the party for its own selfish or maybe its own political ambition.
Okay, now still talking about zoning, the Ohaneses are saying it's Igbo's turn, that Tinubu's, you know, declaration of the presidential, becoming the upholding the presidential seat is some ways selfish. Do you think this is going to be a problem?
It will not be a problem. At the end of the day, they may go to the primaries. Everybody will contest. Tinubu may contest. Even though Simbajo may contest against his former boss in the person of Tinubu. So the Ohanese, the Igbos in the ruling party, APC, they will contest if they are interested. It's a game of number. If you go to the primary, if you are able to, I don't know whether they will use direct or indirect primary. You know, this thing is still before the National Assembly. So whichever they are using, it's a game of number.
All right, now let's talk about this convention. We are seeing that APC governors are split over the convention date. Maybe you should talk to us about that and the implication of that on the whole politics in the APC. You
know, the APC governors, we have 2 camps. There are some that are saying, no, let us have this convention. We have so that we can have our NWC, that's National Working Committee, to lead us to the 2023 election. There are some that are afraid. They are saying, no, let us delay this thing. Because as soon as we have our NWC, the politicking may take a very dangerous shape. So let us delay this thing and delay until maybe it will be late for those people that may be aggrieved to leave the party. Definitely at the end of the convention, there will be some people that will be aggrieved, that will not be satisfied with those people that may emerge as the NWC, the national chairman, and other NWC positions.
So it's a deliberate
It's
debate.
it's a game. You know, generally speaking, politics is a game. You know how to manipulate things to favor you and maybe favor the party. It all depends on where you are standing.
Okay, so with Tinubu's new declaration, how do you think Nigerian youth, will actually take this?
If you look at the corridor of power, you have very few youths in it. Even all other aspirants, all other people that are aspiring for the presidency, if you look then, they are in their 60s, Tinubu is 69. If you look at Atiku, he's 70 or maybe 69. Most of them are all old people. So it will be very difficult for us to have a young person becoming our president. I don't know, maybe in 10, 20 years to come. But for 2023, definitely it will be around, we are going to get our president from among these people that you see around now.
It sounds really hopeless. Are we really that hopeless?
No.
The youths really do not have
No,
the
it will
space.
take time. But if you see, gradually we are seeing special advisors that are very young. Before you know, you see chairmen that are young, you see governors that are young. In 99, you have people that became governor at 30-something. The Donald Duke and what have you. Governor Yabelo of Kogi became governor at less than 40.
So what changed?
And you see, I would like to advise we youth that we should, we have the not too young to rule for them. We should use it to aspire and achieve our aim.
But I mean, isn't it more than about the age in terms of, yes, we have the law that says yes, not too young to run, but you also alluded to the fact that when you come to financing, it's a major issue, which in most cases will not, allow youth to be able to participate fully. But, well, we'll keep the conversation going. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show this morning.
And let me quickly say this. In days to come, you will see other aspirants going to the president. There is that likelihood to tell him that me too, I'm aspiring to succeed you in 2023, just the way Tinubu did. And people are still looking up to Osinbajo, Vice President, whether he's going to contest against his former boss in court, or maybe we just let it go. But there are a lot of groups campaigning for him. Only yesterday, 57 groups endorsed his candidature. So we are watching to see how this will go.
So Tinubu cleared the pathway for others.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming, and we'll look forward to have you again on the show.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. We've been speaking with Ismail Modashir. He is a political editor, Daily Trust newspaper.